The funding for this video is provided by the amazing members of my Patreon. Also contributions from viewers like you. Thank you. Y'all started from PBS Kids, what you gonna do? Fight me? Anyway, roll the video. Y'all, this is literally Heather x Duncan all over again. If you was dibbling dabbling in the fandom shenanigans of the 2010s, all you know that Heather x Duncan was a big deal. This is just a modern day version of that. Hey y'all, it's Hariana back with another video. Hi, hello, how are you doing? My name is Hariana. Welcome to or welcome back to the pirate ship, also known as Harry Hood's pirate ship. I'm the captain, you were not my first mate. I don't got no first mate because you want to know why. Bring your ear closer to the speaker so you can hear me clearly. No one's worthy of being the first mate. But hi, hello, how are you doing? My name is Hariana and I like to make content based on nostalgia and family and children's entertainment and all the issues that I find within those spaces. These two properties we are talking about today are very, very nostalgic for me. I watched Mean Girls far too young because my summer camp counselor showed me that movie when she really shouldn't have. And Diary of a Wimpy Kid, I grew up reading the books and I stopped reading at a certain point because I just started to get annoyed with Greg and everything. But one thing that has always just been extremely funny to me when it comes to the Diary of a Wimpy Kid fandom is everybody just loves Rodrick Heffley. I remember in the 2010s, like people was hardcore Rodrick Heffley stands, and the Mean Girls fandom has always like been a thing. Like this isn't new. Like the Mean Girls fandom never dies. They're always doing something new with Mean Girls every so often. And I'm not the biggest fan of Regina George. Everyone knows that I don't really like Mean Girl type characters. But basically this is this year's Disney x JJK crossover event. Not only did this start with this one ship, but people have just started shipping all the characters from like the iCarly and Victorious with other people now too at this point. I also know people been shipping Ashley Banks and Sean from Boy Meets World now. Like it's been like a whole big deal, and like I'm here for it. I love me like a good crack ship. Y'all know that my favorite ship, my three favorite ships of all time are Ben x Evie from Descendants, Gabriel and Natalie from Miraculous Ladybug, and Toji and Megra. Toji is from Jujutsu Kaisen, Megra's from Hercules. I go hard for Toji and Megra. Anybody that knows me knows I love me some Toji x Megara, but there's not much Toji x Megara content out here. So guess what I did? I paid my good friend Terrific Tariq to draw Toji and Megara my lock screen. Y'all want to see it? I'm gonna show y'all. By the way, don't be mean. My nails aren't done. We've been depressed, y'all. I've been going through it. But yeah, okay. This is my lock screen. Yeah. I paid Tariq to draw that. Real friends draw their favorite crack ships for each other. But before we go any further and get started and talking about what this is and just this entire phenomenon of crack shipping and why people just like this, do a little shameless plug, self promo. I actually have two videos about crack shipping, by the way. I'm gonna go ahead and plug them in here. I have one where I was just talking about what the fuck is crack shipping, talking about what it is, how it's fun, and how people do not need to get worked up over a crack ship because we have real problems in the world. And then the second one is a video where me and my good friend Veritas Joey, love them so much, we basically ranked all the Disney x Jujutsu Kaisen ships with each other. So if you guys want to know more about crack shipping after watching this video, I highly advise watching those. And then also I have added new stuff to my shop at harryonhook.com. I have the My Little Pony bonnets. I literally have the entire main six. The whole main six is there, but I'm pretty sure Applejack is sold out, which I'm proud because I love Applejack. That's my underrated queen right there. But I also restocked the other ones, but they are on pre-order at the moment. So you're basically gonna have to order them this week or before the end of this weekend if you want to get yours, because it's gonna be a quick little minute before they come back. But I also added some change there too just as well. Basically we drew the ponies as black women. My good friend Ty, she watches my channel. Hey girl. Hey boo. But yeah, that's just all I have to promote today. I will promote my Patreon, but it's been a minute since I've been able to get more Patreon exclusive content there. But I have uploaded some new Patreon exclusive videos. Link to that will be down below. Now let's continue talking about why you clicked on this video today. Rodrick x Regina. Basically, this is social media's favorite ship at the moment. It's so big, I'm pretty sure Cosmopolitan, I don't know, Cosmopolitan or some like somewhat well-known popular news publication was even talking about this ship. So I was like, oh, so crash shipping is starting to like fall into like, the public, because you know how we have some stuff that just stays as like fandom nonsense, but then it hit that and I was like, oh, so this actually is that big now. But I think this is like the biggest, air quote, most normal crack ship that we have seen gotten so big, because back in the day, in the 2010s, we had Rise of the Brave Tangled Dragons, but nobody was really checking for that outside of like, hardcore fandom people, okay? Like the real fandom people right there. The type of nerds that was going to conventions before 2020, okay? And then, a few years ago in 2023, where I did talk about that on my channel, we had the Disney X Jujutsu Kaisen crack shipping shenanigans, and that was when a lot of people learned that crack shipping is a thing, and that's when a lot of people were throwing a hissy fit about people shipping characters from 2 different shows, and I was like, y'all must be new. But now people have been doing it with 2 extremely popular projects that aren't like, seen as like nerdy adjacent, I'd say. And we have Mean Girls, literally one of the most iconic films from the 2000s. And then we also have Diary of a Wimpy Kid, which I say is also a pretty iconic film too, just as well. Diary of a Wimpy Kid is actually a pretty big deal. At least I know here, like in America, that book series has been a big deal since it was literally a comic on freaking Front Brain. And while a lot of people strongly despise the main character of Greg, a lot of people were very much more interested in his older brother, Rodrick Heffley, who basically was like your typical annoying, like popular dude that was in a band. That's just kind of pretty much all to him. And people were saying that they were surprised that people were shipping Rodrick and Regina together, but I wasn't necessarily shocked, because that's a couple that you would see like in school. Thinking back to like high school, the dude that made music and the super duper rich popular girl, they usually ended up together at some point. Did it last? Probably not, but they usually end up together. I mean, look at a lot of these influencers that are dating musicians. It's not that far off. Their ship does make sense, but I also think it makes sense because I low-key think they mirror each other. I don't think Rodrick or Regina are good people. Somebody tried to get on me about that, but I'm gonna stand on that. Like, they're just both assholes, but they're like iconic assholes paid by 2 very talented actors. But I honestly think the version of Rodrick that a lot of people really enjoy is Devin Bosnick's Rodrick, not necessarily the Rodrick that came from the books. Because in the books, Rodrick was just kind of like this stick figure, and he wasn't necessarily that important. Like, he was important. He literally has the whole 2nd book named after him, Rodrick's Rules. That's where I think more so of the Rodrick fan stuff comes from, opposed to the 1st movie. Because in the 1st movie, he was just kind of there, but we see a lot more of him in the 2nd, because we do see more of the dynamic with him and Greg. But even then, when I read Rodrick's Rules, I think Devin Bosnick's portrayal of Rodrick is why so many people just like this character so much, because I even see a lot of people just like Devin Bosnick. They would literally go and watch something because he's in it. Honestly, that's me with Thomas Doherty. I'll watch anything that man is in, okay? Not The Lodge though. Y'all can keep The Lodge. I'm not watching that. Didn't like it back then. I'm most likely not gonna like it now, so I'm just gonna keep waiting for like the new Thomas Doherty stuff to come out. I still gotta watch that movie he was in with Kiki Lane. But also, somebody in my comments had said something about how Rodrick x Regina is very much giving like a Total Drama Island ship. And I was like, no, this was the type of ships that you saw on that show. Like Total Drama Island, I'd say Courtney and Duncan is not too far off from Regina, but this really more so is accurate to the Heather x Duncan ship. We have this stuck up rich girl who literally would throw anybody under the bus to get to where she wants, and then we also have, the punk, the delinquent. I'm pretty sure Duncan would be in a band if he wanted to. Duncan was one of those characters in Total Drama that was shipped with everybody. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny. He was shipped with so many of the girls in the show, including the girls that made it very clear that they fucking hated him, with the exception of Heather. Because I remember people were shipping him with Lashana. I don't know why people were shipping him with Bridget. I don't want him within 10 feet of her. But Heather and Duncan, I'd say, was the one that was like pretty popular outside of Gwen and Duncan and Courtney and Duncan, because those 2 were canon. But Heather and Duncan Duncan weren't. And they made it very clear that they hated each other. They would always bicker and banter back and forth. And I most definitely can see that happening if Rodrick and Regina were actually in a movie together. They'd be bickering back and forth, and then next thing you know, oh, I think we do like each other. Let's actually date for a little bit. But I just like to get on here just to talk about this because I just thought it was so funny. But I didn't realize that it blew up that much until like I typed into Google Rodrick x Regina to like find some of the fan art, and I saw like published articles about it. I was like, okay. Crack shipping is going mainstream now? Is it? Is it not? I don't know. What's y'all favorite crack ship? Y'all know mine is Toji x Megara, okay? I need more fan art of Toji and Megara. Most definitely, I need some. I commissioned one of my friends to do it for me. I need to get back to her about that. That's pretty much all I want to say for this video. I didn't want to make this one super long. I just wanted to get out here and just talk about this little phenomenon. This does not need a 20-minute video. But thank y'all for watching. Have a great day, night, whatever time of the day you chose to watch this video. I'm just thankful that you watched it with ads on. Alright, thank you. Goodbye.